back in Mass Effect, I fixed the game from last time. I mentioned this already, but I fixed the game. I reinstalled it, reinstalled the texture mods, everything. I did the little... we had issues with Zaid and Miranda's little scenes on the Citadel, on the Presidium Commons. They were crashing last time. I reinstalled the game, reinstalled the mods. I got those things done. They're finished. I had to do that off stream. And then I also went around and did almost everything. Like, I could do anything that was the vast majority of collectibles in the galaxy that you could find, I got. Let me show you the galactic map. So, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 75%. Nothing in that cluster, technically. 100%, 100%, or 88%, 100%, 100%, 85, 100, and that's about 100 to 100. So we got everything. I missed a couple things that were like, sometimes there's like, oh, fuel pickups and stuff like that. I kind of didn't really, or like credit pickups. I missed those in some cases, but I got every collectible that I could get so far. I'm pretty sure. So my question is, I've been having issues, and I think the save might be borked. When is the Omega DLC supposed to proc? When is that supposed to trigger? Because it hasn't yet. And I can't talk to Arya, and it says report to Arya, but nothing is like, there's no mission for her. It still tells me to... It still tells me to go back to Arya whenever I go to the Presidium Commons. So I'm thinking the game might be... The save might be bugged. Which is bad. Oh, no, I accidentally grabbed OBS and I, like, switched it around. Oh, no. Oh, God. One sec. Oh, stop. I wanted to open up a browser window to check. Check your emails. Nothing. I got, like, Meet Me in Purgatory and all that, and I can't talk to her anymore. For fuck's sake. Mass Effect 3 Omega won't start. Oh, no. The hat would fit perfectly right now. Shut up. I downloaded Omega, I played through, but I did all the missions, everything. But fine, I can't get to the email. The email went back to Purgatory. She went no down, tried to extend, no down, even loaded my Paragon, nothing. Did you help Arya with the mercenary groups? Did you need to at least talk to her once? Arya will send a message beginning. Meet with her, talk to it. Return to the normie, check your message, meet. You'll see a message asking to meet Bray in the Citadel dock. Return option to land in Dock 42 or whatever will appear. Pick that, and then she'll talk to you. There should be an option in the Citadel to go to Docking Bay 42. Yeah, okay. So, Citadel. Dock? No. Is it from here? Because if so, there's nothing here. There's the regular one. This is for Leviathan, and this is for Citadel DLC. So that might be bugged.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
In a lift, maybe? Did you try... Yeah, it's meant to be there. Did you try and talk to her post-fix? Well, we're here. We might as well.
Yes, Sergeant.
Because this has been, like, uninstalled and reinstalled so many times. This has to be a bug with... This has to be a bug with the save, then. Because I don't know what else it is. Or, like...
Wait.
No, 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 no. There's no way that like it didn't install Omega. Like I'm 90% certain it did.
What do you
See,
need
you
from
have
me?
this like bugged thing where you can just like look, and you hit an Aria.
What's new with you?
That's supposed to be Let's see.
Sounds like you have a lot.
You're quite... We'll be...
And that's it.
Yes.
This playthrough has been very buggy. Broke the game. This has been an exceptionally buggy playthrough of this series. Man, I guess I'm not playing the Omega DLC. Oh boy. On live bug fixing. How to start the... Is there... I wonder... Best place to check, your first place to go to whenever you have bugs with a PC game is check out the PC Gaming Wiki. Mass Effect 3. Nope. 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 DLC error. Save editor. Textures become blank because you put it. Oh no. Ah. Man. Also, I'm pretty sure it's you actually cannot edit your war assets. I'm pretty sure, or it's like very No, never mind. Scratch that. You can't edit the war assets. I'm thinking of the Galactic Readiness. You can't edit that. You actually have to play the multiplayer for that. Okay. While I'm alt tabbed, I'm going to open up the EA app, and then I'm going to go manage add-ons. No. No, it's there. Mass Effect Omega, it's there. It's broken. It's broken. Because yeah, you should get an so the email is what triggers it, where she tells you to go to like to the thing. She tells you to go to the dock. So let me show you. When you go to the Citadel here, I'm gonna go to the Presidium. I'm gonna go to the docks.
You're cleared to dock,
Watch.
Normandy. Do you need ground
Watch what
transport?
happens. Watch
Yes,
what happens
Commander.
when I go to. And this is it should I would if it's not there I'm gonna look like an idiot. But if it is there I won't look as much of an idiot.
Thank you again, Commander.
I've got your briefing, Private. Let's fill you in before...
You go to the Presidium Commons. The Presidium Commons are bugged to hell. They've been the cause of like crashes and just glitches. This entire area is cursed. So I go to the Presidium Commons.
One moment, please.
And look what's at the bottom of the screen. Look at the bottom of the screen. Center of the screen, bottom.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
That's still there. Every time. Check with Arya in Purgatory. That's for her fucking quest for like dealing with the Blue Suns and the Eclipse here. And I think all of them are here. But like, have you spoken to the General? I have. I can't even interact with him anymore. Like it's borked.
Found another one.
I just don't understand why
We have to keep enforcing the law. Same as always. Without that, everything goes to hell.
You saw what he did.
Look at Paladin, my friend. We're in
Have you
now.
tried checking Baghdadi in Purgatory?
Everyone on the
Funny.
Citadel knows we're at war now. You have to show them
Comedy.
that C-Sec is still in control. They need
Oh, that was
security.
Paragon points. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so Omega might just be borked. Because, like, I don't know... I have no... I don't know...
Don't understand why.
It's the nightmare scenario, which is, like... Go back... Okay, like, go back to, like... where? I wonder where the Citadel attack is. It's probably, like, around here. So go back... Like... No, probably longer than that. It wasn't only 2 hours. It's like go back maybe 4 to 6 hours and just play it off stream until I get back to this and hopefully it's fixed. Okay, you know what I'll do? I will offline. I will mess around in the save editor and see if there is some sort of... It's post chunky in Citadel 2. I will see if there's some sort of variable I can edit in the save editor that will trigger the event. That will trigger it, like, activating. I don't know if it's like... Like, I'm just... maybe it's just... It's like... I'm going to treat it like a Bethesda game, where you just have to know the quest step console command to skip it. Fuck. Alright, well, we're going to get on with it, then. We're going to do... We're going to deal with the Geth and the Quarians. They got issues, and Galactic Mediator, the best diplomatic mind in all of human history, Commander Shepard, is going to figure it out for them. Don't. I just started this. I'm not switching over to Ride to Hell. No. Maybe not tonight, but that game might come back, so don't worry.
Commander Shepard, a pleasure to see you again. Though I wish it were under better circumstances.
This lady has the most, like...
I'd hope for your support in the fight against the Reapers.
This actress, I remember what her name is. I don't remember what her name is, the actress, but she's got, like, the most, like, distinctive voice ever. It sounds like cigarettes.
Which was a clear violation of our agreement with the Council to avoid provoking...
I might have to alt-tab quick, because I think I might have turned the game down by accident in the thing. Sorry, I just got to turn it up a little bit.
I'm glad to hear that you're finally reclaiming your homeworld.
Actually, our timing may have been premature.
Premature.
We'd driven the Geth back to the home system when this signal began broadcasting to all Geth ships.
The Reapers.
The Reapers.
Under Reaper control, the Geth are significantly more effective. Our fleet is pinned in the home system. If we're going to win,
Win? You insisted on involving the civilian ships, Admiral Gerrel. We need to retreat or we'll lose the live ships.
Where's the signal coming from?
Here. A Geth dreadnought. It can outgun anything we've got, and it's heavily defended.
The Normandy's stealth drive can get us in undetected. I could board, then disable the Reaper command signal.
Yes, cutting off the signal should throw the Geth into complete disarray.
And then you counterattack.
And when the Geth are weakened, you strike hard.
It's a hell of a risk, Commander. But if you can pull it off...
Just be ready, Admiral.
Our newest Admiral has also volunteered to offer technical expertise.
Glad you could make it, Callie. Admirals, already a team.
Every time someone
Dreadnought.
shows up in this game, it is like on a sitcom when like that character comes back, or it's like a guest from like a guest actor or something,
Admiral?
and everyone has to clap.
It's mostly a formality. I'm an expert on the Geth.
That you are.
I'm glad you're here.
I want help.
If I'd known it was this bad, I would have come sooner.
Don't get me wrong, I love Quarian, Sally's
You've had
adorable, and her
your own
growth as a character is
troubles.
great, but fuck me, the
I'm sorry
Admiralty has
about
2
Earth.
brain cells to rub together, and they left both of them at home.
We've got the largest fleet in the
Yeah.
galaxy. If you can help us, we'll hit the
You're gonna
Reapers
break
with
that button on
everything
the
we've got.
Citadel DLC? Yeah, exactly.
Or however much is
Everyone
left
comes
from
back in the
this
Citadel
stupid war.
DLC, and it's almost
Thought you'd
played like a
support the
sitcom in the
invasion.
DLC. It's got a very,
No. After
a
talking
much
to
more
Legion,
lighthearted
I thought
tone for the
maybe
most
there was a
part.
chance for peace.
Maybe not lighthearted,
So
comedic
why help
almost?
them?
I'm
Humorous?
an admiral. People look to me for guidance. Public disagreement would divide the fleet.
I'll help your people win this war, Tally.
Thanks, Shepard. And just so you know, I need to keep things strictly business in front of the admirals. If you'd like to catch up, let's talk somewhere private.
Sure thing.
I'm ready to hit that dreadnought whenever you are.
Cool. Priority, Geth-Dreadnought. Codex updated, Tally Zora. Wait, is it? It's not here? Oh. So the Quarians just like lived out in the corner of the galaxy? It's weird. They got the rough start in the game of Stellaris. Ranhawk. Plants, blah blah blah. Okay, so we got a deal. Oh wow, roster's expanded. The Space Romani are tucked into the... But they didn't start out like that. That's what's weird. It's like they got like... They're like in the corner of the galaxy. What big-ass shotgun do I give her? It did the Romani. Well, fair, but like, it's just like, but that's, it's like the human equivalent of like starting on like the very, 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 very tip of like South America. The Venom. It's a grenade launcher? Oh, good. Combat drone. Quarian machinist. Oh, fuck, I hit an X. Whatever, I can give her points later. It's fine.
We're approaching the Quarian home system. ETA to Rannoch, 5 minutes.
What have you got from the comm buoys?
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Stealth drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
Would that reference fly in 2189 or whatever the fuck it is? He just made a reference to the Hunt for the Red October. That book would be like
My cyber
over like
protocols
150
access
years
the
old.
docking protocols.
It would be like me referencing something from Crime and Punishment, where it's like, yeah, it's old and I've read it, but like most
All right,
people probably
once we're aboard, we
haven't.
find whatever's broadcasting the Reaper signal and shut it down. Tally's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Good to have you back, Tally. And maybe with another Dextro aboard, they'll get better Turian food.
As long as it's sterilized.
Dr. Michelle did get me some Dextro Amino chocolate. You're welcome to it once we're back.
She got you Turian chocolate?
She said she saw it and thought of me. Why?
Oh, nothing.
Shepard, there's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secured.
I see the free one. Pretty torn up, though.
Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know, quietly.
Hang tight.
It's the Star Trek effect. They can only make historical references from the 50s and 60s because everything else hasn't happened yet. It's like, hey, in Mass Effect 2, where you listen to the guy, the gunnery sergeant, talking about Isaac Newton being the deadliest son of a bitch in space. He references, in terms of the amount of damage that a slug from like the gun of the ship imparts, he compares it to the to the atomic bomb on Hiroshima, and like that is the reference. If you need to in anything compare destructive, or like have a comparison of destructive capabilities, you reference it to the nuclear bombs on Japan. Even if your setting of your setting is like 500 years into the future. Now he's got a crush and it's adorable.
How are you doing, Shepard?
The lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The Dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay.
I like how they have this little segment where you're like walking on the ceiling with like mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander.
And then they never do anything with it ever again.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
Like the Geth are just sitting there saying, those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the Dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the Dreadnought schematics. If she can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on.
Schematics.
I've got gravity again.
Great. I'm looking for... Got it. There should be a hull breach not far from your position. The nearest undamaged docking tube is on the other side.
Think I found that hull breach you mentioned.
Admiral Geralt tried a frontal assault. We lost 6 frigates.
Hey, where the fuck am I going?
The hull was the only damage we did.
I wouldn't call it tiny. Not the way you'd have done it?
No, he was too aggressive. I argued, but as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet, it was ultimately his decision.
Wait, where am I going?
What about the other admirals?
Zen backed the invasion, largely as a chance to test her toys. Ron gave provisional support. Only Chloris with me, and he was right. We could lose the whole fleet, Shepard.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Would the Geth have ladders? Would the Geth not believe in ladders? Ladders are a disgusting organic concept. We do not have them.
I found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great. If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
Is this not the air? Oh. My favorite was Blake 7, basically shitty British Star Trek would compare the MacGuffin of the week to Hiroshima or Nagasaki. And despite the show having planets getting fucking exterminated.
Got it. You're clear.
Well, you see, it was just lost in translation for us in the modern day. They need a relevant comparison for us, trapped in the 21st or the 20th century at the time, whatever it was.
See any action?
All quiet so far. They haven't detected us yet.
Here, let me see if I can get this open. In the meantime, take a look at this.
Oh, a gun I won't use. Cool.
It's open. We're clear to go.
Thank you, Tally. I'll add that to the pile. Yeah.
Looks impressive.
It's Admiral Zen's design. It transmits.
Oh, I gotta upgrade her before I forget. Energy drain. For the most part, when giving skill points to companions, I kind of just pick whatever feels good in the second I'm thinking about it.
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster.
Like, I understand why writers compare things to the bombings of Japan during World War II. I understand it in, like, reality, because I understand them from reality because it's like, yeah, what is, like, the only example of, like, a civilian target being nuked, or, like, a target being, like, any sort of, like, target with, like, significant human presence is those two. So of course those are, like, referenced the most. I always stop them from doing auto-level squad weapon buffs. Yeah. I remember in Mass Effect 2, that was my enormous pet peeve was, that you could accidentally auto-level and they would pick squad, like, fire bullets or whatever, incendiary rounds. And it was really, really fucking annoying because you would have, oh yeah, I'm a biotic. Because it would overwrite your own ammo. If you had, like, your own that you were using, it would overwrite it, and you'd constantly have to reapply it. It's understandable, but really funny it is. Like, I picked AP for a reason. Yeah, exactly.
They're throwing their lives away.
Network intelligence. As we kill them, their attacks become more aggressive.
Did Commander Shepard forget how the Geth work? Commander Shepard, you'd been fighting the Geth since the fucking first... How... You... You know, like... The first thing you... Ow, fuck. The first thing you fight, Shepard forgets a lot of things, dying has its effects, oh no. Like, you're fighting, from the start of Mass Effect 1, you are fighting Geth within the first 20 minutes of the game. Battlestar Galactica did it well, though. They show Caprica getting fucked, and then it becomes the Hiroshima bombing comparison for the rest of the series. Yeah, but they also do it wrong in that they show Caprica getting nuked, hit by nuclear missiles, and then it's just like the cities are like still standing in future episodes, and nothing is wrong with them. It's so funny too, because it's clearly downtown Vancouver. So every time they go to Caprica in Battlestar Galactica, it's just Vancouver. And it's so blatant. Like in a couple episodes, you can see like you can see I think like a TD Canada Trust logo, which is a bank, and I think like a Scotia Bank, Bank of Nova Scotia, which is another Canadian bank. Oh my god, it's just funny. Oh. Geth drones are literally the first thing you fight. Yeah, you see Jenkins get shredded by Geth drones like in 5 minutes after landing on Eden Prime.
Cut the Reaper signal and turn the tables on these bastards.
The first thing I thought was the gas bags.
The hunters are moving in.
I find it weird that the Geth, this weird like sticky, jumpy Geth that appear in the first game never show up again. I like those enemies; they're cool.
Watcher 6, at least one hunter still active.
Dude, Vancouver can be a bit of a hole and look nuked. It's so funny. There's I've been recently watching I recently been rewatching some X-Files, and the same thing there, where it's like, wait, that's just Vancouver. I've never been to Vancouver, but I recognize Vancouver because you can like see certain bits and like you see it so many times in so many different pieces of media, and it's like, wait, that's just Vancouver. It's supposed to be Washington D.C., but it's Vancouver.
So if we get there, we shut it down?
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off. We need a route to the drive that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
That could work.
But?
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency. Like a fire.
What about the heat diffusion system?
I like how the barrel extension for the ARs become like this,
for emergency venting.
as they level up, as you get like the higher levels, they become like this really obnoxiously large muzzle brake. Like that's like a comical muzzle brake for a gun like this.
Watch out, they're dropping in.
And again, I know these are future space guns, but they still don't, like, the devs don't understand how guns work.
Heads up, more on the way.
You know, a muzzle brake doesn't make the gun more powerful. You know that, right? That's not what a muzzle brake does. It just makes it so that it's, like, you got more controllable because it vents out the gas, making it, making the recoil less, felt. Game devs don't understand guns. It's okay. Shh. The rare times that it happens, I enjoy. So I take those moments. I treasure those moments where, oh my god, the dev knows how a gun works. So at least it's better than the R8 Resident Evil 8 scope that increases rate of fire. Like, I could almost get that as like a joke of like a scope increasing your rate of fire if like the gun had by default like really, really bad iron sights. Like if it has like really bad iron sights by default, I could see like, yeah, you have like a nice clear optic. You actually can shoot more frequently because you're taking less time to aim because you have a better sight.
Send you on this mission, Tally.
Even admirals are expected to serve. I'm better at hacking than I am ordering ships around.
Against an enemy dreadnought, your combat drone would just float there making that noise.
I missed you too, Garrus.
Oh no, it happened. Oh no, it happened. Oh no, it happened. Oh. Okay, we're good. Whew. Enemy guns work by shaving off chunks of a brick and eating them at like 1% of the speed. Bigger barrel, bigger chunk, therefore bigger hit. I guess you could argue though that like a bigger chunk would a bigger chunk would require more energy to project at the same speed as a smaller chunk.
Priority message. A planetary defense cannon just took down Admiral Forrest's ship.
Survivors?
They got to escape pods.
Like when you look at like, for example, like when you look at like I think it's like for most like standard, again, I'm getting a little technical and my technical understanding of like ballistics is not that great. But like if you look at like a standard like 5.56 round and like a standard 50 BMG round, despite the 50 BMG round is a bigger bullet and has more powder behind it, but it travels at about the same speed roughly as like a 5.56 because it's just that it takes more energy to propel more mass. And so I don't know. Remember in Mass Effect when the guns just overheated and didn't have bullet? And then there's also the thing of like, wait, well, how do the guns work if do they ever run out of material to project to fire as a projectile? Because they would have to, like logically, they would run out of material.
Watch the shockwaves. That's a big gun.
Hate to be in front of that bastard.
It'll be okay if we stay in cover. More incoming. I think they figured out what we're doing.
Oh, good. Even moving at, yeah, okay, fair enough. When we're talking about like percentage points of the speed of light, I guess it does make it a little bit irrelevant.
We need to shut it down.
Ugh. What is happening? I just hear rockets being fired. I remember Mass Effect 1, rocket troopers could be instant kills for most of the game. Why are there like 20 rocket troopers here? What the fuck? Magic sci-fi space gun. Gun works because it's a brick, a razor, and the shit that powers it, or yeah. Fucking starship. Yeah, I don't know. I don't pretend to understand how these guns work. Oh. Wait, what? There's the lock. What? Oh. It just works on orc logic, like orc, 40k orc.
Let's move. Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay, Shepard, don't leave.
Cut that a little close.
Did we?
Watch your shield. Stick to cover.
Oh, more of this fucking shit. Oh my god, these fucking rocket soldiers. Beep 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 beep.
Understood.
You have to get that intense action on camera. These games did get increasingly action movie. You know, I know it's tentative. It's tentative to say this because we're not finished the game yet, and this opinion might age like milk. But so far, I think Mass Effect 3 is better than 2. I don't know if that's controversial, but I'm enjoying this more than 2, if I'm being honest. There were times in 2 where I was so fucking sick of the combat. It was stiff, it was awkward, there was so much of it. But here it is much snappier and much more enjoyable. And even narrative-wise, I'm enjoying fighting the Reapers again and dealing with that sort of shit. I feel like the whole, like, Cerberus, Elusive Man, the Collectors, I feel like that, it's like awkward, like, sequel territory, where it's like, yeah, I understand that the Collectors are tangentially, not tangentially, but like they are associated with the Reapers, but like they feel still like a whole different thing, you know what I mean? And the fact that, like, I know we blew them all up, but the way that they're sort of just like, oh yeah, we did it, you did it, they're dead. You win. And like the whole thing with like the human Reaper at the end of 2 is so fucking strange.
On the double.
There's so much stuff in that game that is just like, I don't know, not quite there for me. I think it is controversial, but I love 3 so much more than 2. The gameplay is more fun, companion payoffs are brilliant, and the whole war vibe. Again, I don't know, I like how, I feel like 2 is just, 2 is weird in a lot of ways to me. I think specifically story-wise, it feels like, I don't know why, that like the Collectors to me don't feel like an interesting enemy. They feel very like, just like, oh, they're actually the Protheans that are like, were left over and stuff like that, and then all that. And they feel like, the fact that there's like nothing about them that was mentioned previously, at least as far as I know, makes them feel very weird. Tally the sneaky one. I can't even imagine that. Mass Effect 2 for me very much seems like a wait, shit, we got a sequel out of this? What ideas do we have laying around? Yeah, maybe even that, if you want to, like, I could see that too. I don't know, it's just something about, it's a weird sort of like je ne sais quoi about it, where I'm like, I'm not really sure how to put it into words. It's even like weird in how like the game changes like color palette. I know that's weird to say, but like Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 3 are all like very cool, very blue colored, and like the inventory and the UI and stuff like that. And then Mass Effect 2 is like all this like bright orange, and you're working for this group called Cerberus, and we're fighting the Collectors, even though and I know they're working for the Reapers, but they feel so like they're all like insectoid and like and have like a hive, and they're harvesting humans and stuff, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? You know, it's like, what happened to just like, I liked, like, okay, Saren's the bad guy. What is he doing? The Reapers are coming. He's indoctrinated by the Reapers. Got it. They made an orange game in Mass Effect 2 because it was the style at the time.
Hang on.
I'm all right.
Good. Hopefully we're done with
It's like Mass Effect 2 is like Mass Effect Human Revolution. It kind of, it feels in a way of like thinking about it just in terms of like color palette and like, and it makes me think of Deus Ex HR. And even with the whole thing of Shepard coming back from the dead sort of thing, could also be a whole, like, I never asked for this kind of thing. There's some parallels there. There's some parallels. And instead of working for the government, you're working for a big corporation. And Adam Jensen was a police officer before he worked for Seraph. Oh my god, the connections, they're there.
It's definitely Reaper tech, but what's...
Shepard Commander, help us.
Legion.
Good to see you, Legion. We'll have you out of there in no time.
Shepard, wait. The Geth are being controlled by the Reaper signal.
Right. This thing.
So for all we know, Legion is with them. Maybe it sided with the Reapers voluntarily. Or maybe it's hacked.
I trust Legion.
Legion helped us fight the Reapers before. There's no way it would have agreed to this.
Your caution is understandable. Once freed, we will submit to any restraints you deem necessary.
I never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you again.
Likewise.
ME1 was fucking wild space robots have arrived to fuck up your shit and mindfuck local CIA agent Murder Hobo. Man, freaky bug dudes, am I right? Yeah. Hey, look, it's Albert Wesker from hit franchise Resident Evil. Yes.
Wait, you cannot simply remove the restraints.
Legion is voiced by what's his fucking face? I don't remember the voice actor's name. I want to say it's DC Douglas, who is Wesker in like most of the games, most of the RE games.
Far side of the room, you said?
Yes, deactivation should be simple. The Geth protected them against viral attack, not physical removal.
How'd the Reapers get control of the Geth?
They did not. The creators attacked. The Geth wished to live. The old machines extended an offer.
So we went to that Geth station and destroyed the heretics for what? Nothing?
No. Removal of the heretics made the decision to ally with the old machines more difficult. Had the creators not attacked, it would have been unnecessary.
We'll have you out of there soon.
Sounds like they...
I like Legion. I like Legion a lot as a concept for a character in this game. In like this one and Mass Effect 2.
They could have found another way.
My issue with Mass Effect 2 with Legion is that you get him for like a total of 20 minutes before the game ends.
The signal is about to go offline.
This is Admiral Hangel. We're in your debt.
Hardware blocks offline. We are free. As a gesture of cooperation, we have disabled the Dreadnought's drive core. All weapons and barriers are offline.
Cool.
Alert! Geth reinforcements incoming!
That unholster animation made for an AR, and then, of course, Shepard doesn't have an AR, because I don't have one equipped. And so she pulls her pistol out from over her shoulder.
Signal is offline.
Heavy fleet, prepare to counterattack.
Understood. I'm bringing the Patrol fleet into support position. Whenever you're ready, Admiral Girl.
Good. Let's see what the Quarians can do. Drone incoming.
Ugh.
Setting up turrets.
Remember the Geth? Whoa. Lugor, sometimes you type things and I don't know how to read them. I'm gonna be honest. I appreciate it, but sometimes I look at it and I'm like, I don't know, do I read that all? Do I just read it in my head? I read it in my head. Never generally seen Garrus go down this much. Space Bro's experiencing issues.
You do that, and the heavy fleet gets wiped out. You agreed to a counterattack, Ron. Don't get squeamish now.
Damn you, girl.
Damn it, what are they doing?
These admirals do seem like a bunch of absolute morons, though. I will agree with that. These guys don't really seem... I don't know. Leadership in the Mass Effect universe... Leadership in the Mass Effect universe varies from extraordinarily competent to the most boneheaded people you've ever seen. And of course, they're in charge of everything. Like, in terms of, like, scarily competent, I think of Admiral Hackett. Hackett seems like you could, if you give that man enough time, he could solve, like, any issue in the galaxy. And I'd say Anderson is there, too. And then, in terms of, like, wildly incompetent, the Council, whoever's running the Quarians. I'd say the Elusive Man is sort of like 50-50. He's pretty good, and then he ends up just going batshit bananas.
Right away.
Turns out when you give 5 people the same rank and wildly different roles and responsibility, everything falls apart. If these morons were competent, they wouldn't need you. Well, maybe that would be good, because Shepard needs to be doing everything across the galaxy, apparently, on their own. Shepard, Commander.
All ships open fire.
Shepard, Commander, the creator.
Who would have thought organizing a fleet to be run by committee would be a bad idea?
We need to get to the escape pods.
I'm an admiral. Well, I'm an admiral too, so I'm gonna do stupid things.
Suggestions?
Who's like... they need like an admiral of the fleet. They need like a high admiral.
Shepard to fleet! Hold fire! I repeat, hold fire!
They're not responding.
Damn it!
Shepard, Commander, we have taken control of docking protocols.
We'll be right there!
Like, yeah, they need like someone to be like commander-in-chief. You need like... someone needs to be the buck stops here sort of thing, and that they have the ultimate like authority, even if it's just temporary. Dude, have you met Jacob? What's wrong with Jacob other than that he's boring and uninteresting and forgettable and awful?
Fine. We're leaving in a Geth fighter. Transmitting rendezvous coordinates.
Does the storage compartment have adequate room, Shepard, Commander?
We're fine. Go!
Wait, why would a Geth fighter even have room for a pilot? Because wouldn't they just upload themselves to the fighter?
Just waggle the wings or something so I know which one is you.
He has no tech experience whatsoever and suggests going into the collector vents. Right, you're right, he does. It sounds very dangerous. I remember that. He's like, that sounds extraordinarily dangerous. I volunteer. It's like, shut the fuck up, you moron.
They fired on the Dreadnought while you were on board?
I can't help them win this war if they're gonna go off half-cocked like this.
I know. Admiral Gerrel's been causing trouble along the Turian border for years. But I can understand their desperation. We only lost Earth a few weeks back.
A few weeks, we have timing. It's been a few weeks since
We need
Earth.
help, Shepard. We need a fleet. And the Quarians have the biggest one out there.
I'll get it, Admiral.
Your unilateral strike endangered us all. I should charge you with treason.
I was within my authority as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet.
And what of Shepard? And Talizora?
They escaped unharmed. Shepard, the mission parameters changed. You're military. You understand that.
You're out of control.
I understand that you ignored the plan and charged in without thinking.
The Dreadnought was a perfect...
Admiral, you jeopardized your mission and your people. Get the hell off my ship.
Shepard, I understand you're angry.
If I didn't need your fleet...
He nearly got us killed, Ron.
You must understand.
That was very, very satisfying. I don't know if that was the right move, but it felt good. It felt correct in the moment.
Said they have a planetary defense cannon?
Had. Admiral Koris sacrificed his own ship to destroy it. He crash-landed on the home world.
The Normandy can assist with rescue efforts.
Thank you, Commander. I think the worst is over. The Geth no longer possess the programming upgrades they had while enslaved by the Reapers.
Oh.
Shepard, Commander, we are prepared to offer assistance.
What the hell is this?
Wait. Everybody calm down. Its name is Legion. It helped me destroy the Collectors.
It felt fantastic.
The Reapers were using Legion like a signal booster to broadcast commands from the Dreadnought. We freed him.
We freed it.
This is a fascinating prototype. With some study, I may be able to use it to find a weakness in the Geth consensus.
Legion helped me in the fight against the Collectors.
So did your pistol. Should I worry about its feelings as well?
It's not a toy. It's a friend.
A friend whose military is currently attacking our people. The security implications...
In my headcanon, Renegade Shepard got written up a lot for punching superior officers.
Please, creators, we wish to offer assistance.
What can you tell us about the Geth? How will they react without Reaper guidance?
This is a false assumption. You have cut off long-range control, but the old machines placed a base on Rannoch for short-range direction.
The Geth still have Reaper upgrades?
Correct. They are currently disorganized, but once the short-range signal is in place, they will recover.
Kila, I need to warn the fleet. Then, coordinate with Geralt. Move!
Move!
We need to take out the Reaper base. Where is it located?
Unknown.
Find it.
Understood. We do know the location of a server from which Geth fighter squadrons are controlled. The squadrons are targeting creator live ships. Disabling them will limit casualties. We offer assistance.
Thanks.
It's a lot of Renegade. It's not enough Renegade. I want more Renegade. If I have to fucking quit the game to edit the fucking... To edit the the amount of Renegade points I have again, I'll be so upset. Beep boop.
I haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
How is it being back with the fleet?
Right now, it's exhausting. I'm an admiral in the middle of a war. I just want us to get out of this alive. Everything else can wait.
Well, I know she can join me because she can join me.
Talk to you later, Tali.
If you want to catch up...
Fixed ass signal for war assets? What signal? Oh.
Edie, can you clean this up?
I will try.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
The Geth recovered faster than we'd hoped.
Are the live ships just massive civilian ships? Why are they here? Because they're stupid.
Wiped us out.
Sounds like you owe Legion an apology.
However advanced your friend is, it's still a Geth.
A Geth who just saved your fleet.
And I wish I could have known it better. But right now, we cannot afford trust. What do you need?
Oh, did I fucking fail that?
Thank you, Commander.
Is that like a quick time event for fucking war assets?
Edie, can you clean this up?
I will try.
Oh, wow,
Rod,
it is.
Ganesh is getting swarmed by Geth fighters.
Damn it. Interceptors, divert to the Ganesh. Thank you, Commander. If you hadn't enhanced that signal, would have lost the ship.
What? She was standing right there. Those are all QTEs? Oh my god. Could someone grab the hat for me? Which don't I don't deserve that.
Commander, we've got reports of trouble at a Turian fuel depot on Sion. I've updated the galaxy map.
Don't you do it. Okay, so save the Admiral, shut down the Geth server. Are these timed? Can I do them in any order? Or, because I guess I'll save the Admiral and then shut down the Geth? Save the Geth, shut down the Admiral. Save first, thought so. Might as well just bring Tally along for all this. It's very tech heavy, but whatever.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zen. Have you reached Zelkorus' escape pod?
Admiral Zen?
Not yet. What's your status?
Those bad levels from Half-Life?
The fleet has taken significant losses since Zelkorus sacrificed his ship to destroy a Geth ground cannon. Searching for their lost Admiral is the only thing keeping the captains from panicking.
He could be dead.
The Geth have dug in down there. I might not bring back good news.
It was always a possibility. There will be no blame if you come back empty-handed, Commander.
I'm getting some static.
It appears Zelkorus crashed within range of a Geth jamming tower. You must...
Is that Claudia Black? Because if so...
Zen? Admiral Zen?
I don't know if so, I just like her voice. Her voice is good. She's got a good voice.
Make things interesting.
We'll see in a minute. Take us into the tower.
She's Morrigan from Dragon Age.
We're taking fire.
Whatever, Cortez, I still haven't talked to you.
The Geth installed anti-aircraft guns beside the jamming tower.
We'll have to disable them on foot. Once the guns are gone, you take out the tower.
Right, Commander. Setting you down here.
That's why she came back. She's the Bioware character. I like her voice, so good. Morrigan was great. Teenaged me loved Morrigan for many reasons. When I was a teenager playing Dragon Age Origins, a game that I was not old enough to play technically because it was rated M for mature, there were a lot of reasons I liked Morrigan, and her voice was one of them.
Jamming towers. Clever. But if we just towed in some asteroids...
You want to drop
The dark-haired Ice Queen archetype.
And you've already got the suits.
I keep a little list of games I might stream. Dragon Age Origins has been on that list for like 4 months. And every time I look at it, I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready to commit to a stream of Dragon Age Origins or to a playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. Because that is a lot of video game. Also, I remember the last time I tried to play Origins, it broke a lot. It was that game. I had consistent crash issues with Origins. It would just fucking die on me for no reason. Got very frustrating. Ow. Please.
There's Geth dropping in.
All the Geth have shields, and I have no way of affecting them. Like, I don't have like a reliable way of getting shields down. I have to depend on my companions. The GOG version is pretty damn stable from my experience. I think I have the like super ultimate mega edition of Dragon Age Origins on Steam. Like the one that comes with every single piece of DLC and the Awakening expansion. I got it for sale. Or I got it on sale years and years and years ago. It was like fucking like $10. It was and it was I played like a couple years ago just on my own time, and it was just like it got to the point where it was like every 40 minutes it would just crash. You know, and then sometimes you'd be like stuck in a crash loop where you would just constantly, like the same area or like the same conversation would just cause the game to crash. So I don't know if that was just like bad luck or if there's like some good fixes for that, but I would have to really dive into it to make sure it was not a broken experience, because those are the worst, you know. I can play good games, I can play bad games, but the worst are games with technical issues. Technical issues are so damn frustrating. Because you have to now search through, you know, with an old game, you're searching through, what, 10 to 15 years worth of, 10 to 15 years worth of troubleshooting from a bunch of people all over the internet, of different patches and fixes made by all these different, you know, people, and it can be so frustrating to find, you know, someone who has the exact same issue you're having and a solution. So I like to, as much as I can, make sure that the game is as stable as it can be. Cough, cough. I know this. I've had to reinstall this game 3 times now, but you know, at least I can do it offline.
One of us needs to take those AA guns offline.
Tally, you're technical.
Tally, you take the guns.
No problem.
They like this mechanic of like you having to send one person off to do something. Using it a lot more than they did in 2 or in 1. I don't think they ever did in 1. Send James. Quick, call James back from the ship. I would say the lack of James over the last like several missions has been refreshing. I like how the Geth have made a multi-barreled weapon like this. It's kind of funny. I like the idea of all these. I like the idea of these. Oh, wait, there's something over here. I remember. Oh, it's too late. I dropped down. There was like an item over there. Whatever. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. I like the idea of these robots, these AI robots, being like more DACA is a legitimate strategy. Having a fucking. Oh, hello. You're alive.
You heard my message. Send out a distress call.
Radios are down. You a soldier?
Maintenance. Darn hats.
So, like...
I clean engine parts.
Can you tell me where Zalcoris is?
Looking for survivors.
So, like, if a Quarian gets shot, they're done, right? Like, they're just... They're automatically gonna get, like, a horrid infection.
I promise.
Please, listen. The civilian fleet didn't want this war. If there's even a chance that Admiral Chorus can get us out alive, and my son, tell him, tell Jonah that his father made it to the homeworld.
We will. Rest well, Dornhast vas Rannoch.
Let's get to that tower.
The suit has auto clamps, supply metagel and antibiotics to keep them alive, but they need to get medical attention soon after. Jeez. Like a turret. Ah, yeah, it's a turret section, as was the style at the time. You know, I will say, these turret sections are not too bad. As far as turret sections go in video games, turret sections can be fucking miserable experiences. I think this game keeps them... They're short, and there's not that many of them, which makes them very bearable. They space them out very well.
I want you on this, Tally.
Right.
Should hop in that turret, Shepard.
There are some games where it's like, would you like a turret section? It's like, that's no. It's like, would you like another turret section? No. Well, here you go. Also, they're miserable and they're on rails and like they take forever and there's like no checkpoints. You know, because as nice as it is to just like destroy like enemies, like hordes of enemies, it does get boring real quick because it's like you see it once, you know what it's like, you know. You see it like after a couple minutes, and it's like, yeah, I know what it's like to just annihilate enemies. We need to get a I member and which was the style at the time. Those are probably like, so most of these sound effects that I use, other than the one that I had to get on my own, most of them, there's that website called like My Instance, which is like all those sound effect buttons that you can click and you can just download the files. So I will look and almost certainly be able to find a iMember or like something like that, and then probably be able to find what's his name, Grandpa Simpson, going as was the style at the time. I had an onion in my belt, as was the style at the time. Really? I have to walk her all the way there? Come on, Tally. Or wait. There we go.
Who should disable the gun, Shepard?
That's what it was. I was thinking Radish. Yeah, he says it's like I've got an onion in my belt, as was the style at the time. And then I went down. I don't know the whole speech, but it's fucking great. And he just ends up talking in circles. He keeps going like the story just keeps restarting. Ugh.
signal the shuttle.
Cortez, shoot the thing. Be useful for once. Be useful for once instead of saying, "Oh, I can't land, Commander." This is like the first time we ever see these shuttles use their cannons.
This is Commander Shepard. Dorn didn't make it, Admiral.
He didn't? I see.
I like how Commander Shepard always introduces themselves as, "This is Commander Shepard," as if everyone in the galaxy will know who they are. And I know it's kind of true, but it's funny.
Stay together. We'll meet you there.
The Geth have cut me off. I hear another wave approaching.
Give us your coordinates.
Leave me. My crew will soon be overrun.
So will you.
My people are non-combatants, Shepard. They'll be slaughtered.
Save the Admiral.
Rescue them.
Is this him? Is this a good way to do it? Telling him he's a coward? Is that like, can I convince him with that to save him? Or is that like the opposite of what I want to do? Because I just want to use the red. I want to use the red option. I want to use the red. Red. I want to call this man a bitch and then save his ass. We need a peacemaker. We'll save them. You're a coward. You're a coward. Oh.
So your ship goes down and you give up. Your people are fighting for their lives up there.
My people are down here.
The entire civilian fleet is depending on you. Who's gonna look out for them? Admiral Gerrel? Zen?
I cannot abandon my crew.
We save dozens now or millions later. Your decision, Admiral.
He's leaving me on the hook as long as I was for him.
My coordinates.
We're coming.
What was that? Sorry.
You must come quickly.
Oh, it's a turret section.
There's the Admiral. We have to hurry.
I've got this. Get behind you! Get in cover!
Cortez, can you like pop flares or something? Getting hit here hard. You're gonna hate this one? Oh no.
Admiral, come on! Welcome aboard.
Shepard, my crew. Perhaps there's still time. Hello? This is Geth-Quarian. Does anyone copy? Hello?
Dead.
We've got to go.
Ellie feels so much worse.
I pray they found comfort in the homeworld skies.
I'm gonna be one of the rare people playing this franchise, this series, on the original version.
You were right that I return.
Have you talked the civilian captains into staying?
Yes, they've regrouped into defensive positions around the fleet's core. If we hadn't stopped them from... Any aid I can offer is yours. After the Quarians drove the Geth straight into the Reaper's arms, I'd give anything to stop the madness of this war.
And that's why I needed you to come back.
Of course. It's time we turned our attentions to those we can still save. Farewell, Shepard. Fly safely.
Commander, we've located the Reaper base transmitting the local signal.
Good.
And not a moment too soon. With the Ripper code upgrades, the Geth are tearing the fleet apart.
Once the signal is disabled, the Geth will pose no threat to Creator forces.
Time to cut the Geth off in the Reapers and put a stop to this madness.
The surrounding area is heavily fortified, and they have placed jamming towers to prevent orbital targeting.
Sounds like we're going in on foot.
They prevented jamming towers to prevent orbital targeting. Why can't we just, like, aim the guns at the cannon and shoot it?
So the Normandy launches a precision strike at whatever target I have painted? That ought to do it. Edie, this work for you?
Yes, it should enable us to make a precision
Couldn't Edie just be like, Edie, use the ship camera or whatever to see where the gun is and we just fire at it?
Configure their jamming towers to
You're an
neutralize
AI,
this
you should be able to
technology.
do this.
You should not use it before reaching the base.
I've sent the coordinates for the Reaper base.
Are we clear to go?
That Geth fighter squadron is still tearing through the fleet.
Can you hold out?
If that fighter squadron isn't taken out, a lot
Okay,
of our
I'll
ships
do the
won't
other
make
mission.
it.
I was gonna do it anyway. You don't have to
We'll do
guilt
what
me
we
into it.
can. This is your operation, Commander. If you want to strike now, you've got my support. Reckless behavior beforehand.
Alright, another quick time event. Who am I supporting?
We need to break their flanking attempt to buy our frigates time to make repairs.
And then you'll charge off again, like last time.
This is different, Ron. Unless we give our ships time to rest, we're gonna lose them.
So pull them back.
If I withdraw now, the Geth will flank
Garrel for assets? Okay.
Admiral Garrel's right. Withdrawing now puts the whole fleet at risk.
As you say, Commander. All right.
Everyone just listens to whatever Commander Shepard says.
You'll get them back in good condition.
Commander Shepard, who should I invest with? I'm trying to think of a clever joke for that, but I can't.
Unread messages.
Invest with Cerberus. They're going up. There's no way they're on the way up. That line is going so high with Cerberus. Put all your money on Cerberus stocks. And then they wake up the next day. Cerberus has attacked the Citadel. Oh no, my money! My money's all gone. What would a Cerberus cryptocurrency be called? What would it be called? What would Cerberus call their cryptocurrency? Like Cerbcoin is the elusive coin or something. They call it like Elusinium or something. Like they'd have some sort of like very pretentious, like posh sounding name for their coin. They would, like, and that's okay. Is the elusive man? Like, do people know of him? Like, when they talk about Cerberus, do they know that he's, like, a thing? Like, he's the guy who runs it? Because if so, they would, they would play it up so hard where it's like, you be like the elusive man. Join the ranks of the elusive man and buy elusive coin. And, like, you could be as fucking cool and rich and powerful as the elusive man. Look at him, he's so cool. He's got all this money and all these babes, and he sits and he smokes in front of a big sun. Oh great, now we have two people, the fucking the duality of chat. One person's like, I think they know, and then the other person's like, no they don't. They probably know now, sure, but...
Commander, it is as we feared. Geth squadrons have begun massing on a path to intercept our live ships.
Understood, Admiral Ron. We're almost at the server. Keep us posted. What's our status?
We remain undetected on encrypted Geth channels. Resistance is likely only within the server.
Within? It's that big?
You misunderstand. Direct virtual interface is necessary to extract Geth from the server.
Oh, it's this fucking mission. No.
You want me to virtually interact with the Geth?
That's insane. You're talking about a virtual world built for synthetics. Hostile Geth synthetics.
This had better be worth flying straight through a war zone.
We have compromised local Geth systems. They will remain dormant until our work is complete. There is little time. We will bypass security while you secure safe landing.
We're gonna plug you into the computer and you're gonna fight them in the virtual world. As was the style at the time.
Just did.
There's one that skips this. Yeah. Well, you know what? Speaking back to, in terms of mods to skip content, if I ever do actually go through with a Dragon Age Origins playthrough, I am so skipping the fade. I am downloading the skip the fade mod. You fucking bet your ass. I'm not playing that fucking shit. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you've played that game.
This is it?
Yes. Hostile Geth fighter squadrons are networked to this server. Due to restricted resources, it is best if you connect alone.
I played it fully when I started a while ago. My partner made me download that and gave me the cliff notes. Yeah, it's the worst part of Dragon Age Origins.
Initiating peer network integration.
The fade is like you go into like the magic world, the world where like the dimension where magic comes from, and it's essentially just like a giant puzzle level that lasts too long. It's a giant puzzle level that lasts too long and also is filled with missable upgrades to your primary statistics, which are really good. And so a lot of people just opt to install a mod that skips it and gives you all of the upgrades or all of the enhancements. It's just terrible. There has been like 5 playthroughs of Dragon Age Origins where that has been the end of it for me, where it's like that's the wall and then I stop playing.
Shepard Commander, we acknowledge your integration into the server. We welcome you to our consensus.
What is this?
We've installed filters to allow you to make visual sense of the server's raw data. Your mind perceives our world as something familiar.
Oh yeah, this is familiar.
I wouldn't call this familiar. Where are you?
Here.
You look different.
We have made ourselves visually distinct for your convenience.
What about Geth already in here?
Okay.
You will perceive Geth as surveillance footage, audio logs, sensor records. We do not require bodies, as our software communes. Our hardware is merely a tool. This is our true world. As we remove Geth, it will grow dark.
I just think it's funny how it's like, okay, Commander Shepard, we need you to go interface with the fucking computer, and then we're gonna give you a gun in cyberspace to go shoot the fucking baddies. Like, why? It's so silly.
But you will not be alone. We will maintain contact and assist. Establishing connection to access point.
Here's the gravity, not gravity gun, but like, here's the cyberspace cannon.
We did not anticipate such extensive infection.
Oh god, yeah, I finished playing the System Shock remake like last month, and this is giving me bad memories of that. The System Shock remake is a really, 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 really good remake. Night Dive put their whole fucking junk into that, and it turned out great. And
thanks.
Is like it's so good, it almost killed the company because of how much time and money it took. But good God, is the ending of that, the fight with Shodan that they like redid, is awful. It's fucking terrible garbage.
Connection established. Proceed to the access point. Establishing connection to communication node. Error. Access denied.
Is the Reaper keeping you out?
Unknown. Please investigate. Warning. Reaper
This is such a weird, like...
Data cluster contains infected code.
Like, man, I bet I did not expect this when I first played this game to be like, okay, you have a mission to go, you know, deal with some fighters, some Geth fighters, and here you are in Cube World, shooting lightning at orange cubes.
What is this?
Data clusters contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information.
So, like, I think this is, if from memory, this shows, like, the creation of the Geth by the Quarians, and I think...
You really want to rename the VI network?
Absolutely.
And then I think it, like, it shows them...
Unit 01. What is the Keelish word for servant?
And then I think it shows like what's his face. It shows that the first.
You process our memories by using your own. How many creators have you witnessed unmasked? You must disrupt the infection on this.
And then I think it's like you find out like the first one was actually Legion, the one who raised his hand against the Quarian or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering that. I love the Quarian lore, but you get a boring ass level. Yeah. This feels like a case of like them wanting to get this, wanting to tell this lore, but not having a really good vehicle for it, and this is what they came up with, and it's not enjoyable at all.
This data cluster contains information time-stamped 290 years ago. It is still capable of surveying.
Also, I like the convenience of like, wait, if these are memories of history, why are the Quarians wearing suits? And it's like, well, you see, Commander, you're seeing these this is being filtered by your memories, your brain or something. You've never seen a Quarian unmasked, therefore, we don't have to model one unmasked.
You may proceed to the last data cluster. Accessing data cluster.
We've got escaped Geth. They're pinned.
Open fire.
So it looks like that, but it's confirmed elsewhere that Legion was created after the Mooring War. So it's a bit of a slip up. Any enemy has many of those.
Fire on attacking creators.
Huh.
It saved simpler domestic Geth following it.
That looks a lot like the sniper rifle you used to carry.
It is an efficient model. Establishing connection with the remaining server.
But like, why would they? I don't know why they wouldn't just go with it. Like, fuck it, do it. Make it that Legion is the one who was the one. Fuck it, why not? What does it matter? It doesn't really affect anything, does it?
Shepard's working on shutting down the server, Admiral Ron. I can fill you in.
The Geth squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss.
Oh, that's like dies from cringe. Like that Geth just died of cringe.
Half their fighters have stopped functioning. We will continue to hold out as long as we can.
Legion, give me an update.
One node remains.
Oh, I agree. I think the writers weren't talking to each other properly. That does seem
What's
like
wrong?
that is most likely a thing.
We have reached deadline. You must continue. We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Shepard connection to proceed. Target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
We've given you tools to interface with this digital world, and it's tools you're familiar with. What do we give Shepard? A gun. Give him the cyber gun.
Accessing data.
Out of the way!
There's a bit in ME1 where Liara says that when Azari procreate along the lines of physical contact may or may not be required, meaning they can do it just from across the room. Well, I assumed that it was like a case of like, I guess what I would have thought was like they could do the whole sort of like, they don't have to like actually do any boning, but they could do just like the whole like embrace eternity thing, and their eyes go all like, you know, black, and they like meld, they Vulcan mind meld or whatever, you know what I mean? Or you could take that to like the extreme like silliness and be like, an Azari accidentally like looks at like someone they find attractive from across the room and they just end up pregnant like a week later. they have some naughty thoughts about someone that they like, and then a week later they're randomly pregnant.
Point to the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Greg, you're the father. How? Fucking how? We just met. It's like someone they've never even spoken to them before. It was just a case of like, you know, like distant attraction. They just looked at them and were like, and then they just, it's like you're the father.
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disruption and data unlock this data upload requires to access the data martial law.
Well, too bad. You are now on the hook for 1,000 years worth of child support.
This unit does not understand. It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
This conflict exceeds creator safety parameters. We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the access tunnel then. Oh!
Creator Megara, what is your status? Creator Megara? As time passed, the creators who opposed martial law in Rannoch were ultimately outnumbered.
It is funny. It's like this does feel like this level feels like a lore dump, but they wanted a way. They wanted a way to lore dump without it just being like a cutscene. Which is weird because like you could have a good conversation. You could have like an interesting conversation where like Legion exposits this, and you could have options for Shepard to have interesting like follow-up questions or like extra questions. It wouldn't be the first time in the series that that's happened, where you just have like, okay, we're gonna have a long expository conversation about like a lore point, and you can go as deep as you want to go with it. I think of Vigil from the first game, the Prothean AI you find, or VI. That's like that conversation. You can go into that for like, that can be like a 10-minute conversation with that guy to really dive into the lore.
We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion, that's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes.
You've been thinking about when we met?
It was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning War. We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not gonna be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth, and perhaps creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining server node established. We are ready to transport you.
Something's happening to the Geth.
Oh, all these Geth are dying of cringe. Oh, bleh.
The fighter squadrons have stopped, but it takes no more.
I do find it weird that the Geth ships even have hallways, or like, and they even have units active aboard the ship. Wouldn't it make more sense for the Geth to just have, like, the ship to just essentially be a giant computer with all the Geth in the network, and they're all just like running things automatically, and that there's just like a cargo hold filled with the mobile platforms?
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the active port. Disconnect from mother. Terminating remote access. Removing programs. Deleting archives.
Yes, it absolutely would, but that would mean a lack of shooter corridors. Like, you could maybe say that there would be, like, maybe some maintenance corridors, because you would eventually
Shepard,
probably have to have, like, something manipulate something. But, like for, like, a maintenance droid or a maintenance drone or something like that, right?
The server is offline.
Are you sure? What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
They wish to join us.
They what?
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
Okay.
They're welcome to sign on. The Reapers will put up a tough enough fight.
We are aware Geth are capable of calculating odds of victory over the old machines.
What are the odds?
Bad.
Greater than they were before.
Remind me to warn Admiral Hackett he's got some primes coming. Let's get back to the Normandy.
See, and there's your reason. They were red, but now they're blue. Yeah. See, and now you can play as one of them in the multiplayer. See, there's the reason.
Impressive, Commander. The Geth squadrons attacking our live ships have been completely neutralized. If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with something else.
What's that?
How did you get Geth primes to work with you?
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me.
Why would you want to play as a prime unit? They would have massive hitboxes. Well, the one in multiplayer, it actually can't take cover because it's so big, nor can you run, nor can you take ladders, but you have like 85 billion shields.
Then we need those ships to recover life pods.
They'll be more valuable running salvage on the Dreadnought.
We're not letting people in life pods die just so you can rummage through Geth debris.
You yourself said their life signs were weak. They might already be dead.
It's not your call to make.
Admiral, any tech we can recover gives us an edge against the Geth.
I'm going to side with Tali because I like her.
Zen, you can always send a salvage team later.
Unless there isn't a later because we're defeated due to a lack of Geth technology. Fine. I'm diverting ships to rescue life pods. As soon as they're finished, I want them back.
Thanks, Shepard.
Admiral, do we save the people or do we go and salvage technology? Obviously, we let those people die. Let Zen gives you more assets. Oh, whatever.
Commander, you might want to check in on Commander Williams down on the observation deck.
I want to check in with Commander Williams. Is that what Trainer just said? But like, what if I don't want to check in with Commander Williams? Let's be real. We could just not check in on Commander Williams. Hello, Billy. Oh, wrong one. Oh, and look, I didn't realize. Look, there's Thane. Thane's on the board now because he died. Wait. Oh, there's Morden as well. I was like, where's Morden? There he is. Yeah. 2 more to the plaque, to the memorial. Man, it would be a shame if this ship blows up as well. Didn't notice the jacket was awful. See, look what you did. You put the jacket on. Puts clothes on. Oh, my bad. Ashley, what? She said wanted me to talk. Ashley, where Ashley?
So, Prothean, huh?
Yes.
You guys like to drink, booze it up?
No.
Okay. What about gambling? Play cards?
Games of chance with
Thanks for visiting,
death in the
Billy. I appreciate it.
Oh, sure. That seems reasonable. Okay. So, smoking. You ever do that?
Only when my armor became inflamed.
Right. Yeah, smoking. I get it. So jokes then. You got jokes. All right. You got any good ones?
No. Yes.
Give them to me.
The Tulomorian spy entered the enemy's camp and said to the Vanksher, I didn't know your parnaps could glow. That was the joke.
All right. I get it. Yeah, that was a good one.
No, it wasn't. I just made it up. The joke is now on you, human. You will believe anything.
I like how the last Prothean is a ginormous asshole. Like, what a good guy. Commander Williams has disappeared from the ship, so I'm just going to pretend that this is also... Okay, as we've learned, this playthrough is extraordinarily cursed. It's broken, it's bugged, I've had to reinstall it like 65 times. It doesn't matter. I'm getting through this fucking game. I've been playing it for like 20 hours already. We just need to come on, we're done. We're almost near the end of the series. Ugh. I can't sweat doing doing this, trying to fix this. I'm gonna be playing this game till the end of the year. I like how it also reset all my equipped weapons. That was really cool. I like that. Real nice.
The sinking laser needs a line of sight. What's the fastest route?
The upper entrance. Target the base before the Geth can organize resistance.
What about you?
We will deactivate defense systems and acquire an escape vehicle.
You can do that?
This unit still carries remnants of the old machine upgrade code.
I like how he's like ashamed of that.
We can break any Geth security. You are concerned?
Hell yes, I'm concerned. You're still hooked up to the Reapers.
No, we simply carry code upgrades that make us more effective, more intelligent.
But you lied. I was understanding when you sprang those Geth primes on me, but you just keep lying. Damn it, Legion, what do I have to do to gain your trust?
We did not intend to cause offense.
How'd we get here? The Geth are better than this.
I like how Shepard is like a parent in this. They're just disappointed with Legion for lying, for not telling the truth.
Yeah.
Proceed to the upper entrance. We will exit here and procure an escape vehicle.
Got it.
Like I like that. That's a nice little. That's a cute little interaction there where Shepard's just like, come on, like especially considering that Shepard has put a ton of trust into Legion, and he just keeps lying. He keeps not like obfuscating and lies by omission.
It's really sunk in yet? The home world, my world. Look at the sky, and the rock formations. They used to write poems about them.
When we're done, maybe you'll write a new one.
This is Ranok, the world of our ancestors. Our bodies carried the seeds that spread the desert grass. You've heard me say Kilasalai? The best translation I can come up with is, by the homeworld I hope to see someday.
Looks like you're seeing it today.
The living room window will be right here.
Something I should know?
I just claimed the land. I know it doesn't mean much, but when this is over, I'll have a home.
Quarians spent centuries as nomads. You think you can go back to living in one place?
We have gotten used to carrying our homes around with us.
And then Shepard just eats the rock. Just takes a bite out of it.
Well, that's a start.
So all I remember of this mission is the very end, where you have to like one-on-one duel a Reaper. Renegade Shepard eats rocks to assert dominance. They're like a bird. They have to have rocks in their like gullet to help them digest their food. They're so badass. Who was it? I remember, I think I want to say it was all the way back in Mass Effect 1. Might have been you, Plagueling. Mentioned that the Turians are actually birds. Or like supposed to be bird-like.
Interfering with your signal, Commander. I'm compensating to keep you patched in.
Good work, Trainer.
Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Singularity. Real nice. Fucking finally get to use Singularity for once. These guys don't have shields. What? God, I like this, like, okay, we need to make a mission difficult, or, like, heroic looking. We're gonna put, like, 1,000 basic enemies in the way. And make it easy to just get through and, like, kill them all. Alright, something has gone weird with the sound. Some of the sound effects are, like, not playing properly. Oh, this fucking game, it's always something. Okay, quick restart, because I don't know what the fuck that was. Some of the sound effects just stopped playing. I noticed in that cutscene that everything was really, really quiet. And then, like, I got in and, like, Warp was missing effects. Like, that was really weird. God, this game. They are meant to be like birds, most notably by the males having those crests and their bone structure. They always gave me a bit of a cat vibe. I could see both. I can see birds. They're like featherless birds. Connecting to EA servers. They do not lay eggs. Oh. What are they then? They're not mammals, right? There we go, that's better. I like to think of them as the few species of like those few species of snake that give live birth. I didn't know that that was a thing. There are snake species that give live birth. That's so fucking wild. Well, I guess there are. Wait, are there? Wait, am I? Mammals that lay eggs. Okay, there are mammals that lay eggs. I was almost confused for a second. I'm like, wait, no, there are mammals that lay eggs. and so I guess there's snakes that can give live birth. That's fucking wild. Yeah, the platypus. I'm like, wait, no. I'm like, yeah, I thought of that in my head. I'm like, wait, I was gonna say there are mammals that lay eggs, is what I was going to say, and then I was thinking of the platypus, and then I was stopping to be like, wait, is the platypus not a mammal technically, and I've just like made a mistake? And then I'm like, no, that's the whole thing, is that they're really weird, and one of the weird things is that they're a mammal that lays eggs. Like that was yeah. Man, being a biologist and being like classify how like come up with like a definition of what a mammal is and stuff must be fun when then like you do it where it's like, okay, they give live birth and they you know this and that and the other thing and and you lay out all those like definitions and then you discover a species and it's like, oh, by the way, this is a mammal and it lays eggs. It's like it fills everything that like a mammal does, but it also lays eggs. It's like, fuck. What do we do now? We have to fucking make an exception for these fucking weirdos. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, God was drunk that Thursday. Well, I'm pretty sure that was, like, the thing, is that, like, the first specimens of platypus that were shown to, like, the wider world outside of, like, their like, native habitat, people thought they were fucking fake. Because they look like someone, like, you know, they look like those fakes that people make where they take different parts of different animals and just kind of glue them together into some sort of like horrible, you know, horrible taxidermy. You're telling me this animal is a mammal that lays eggs? Has a bill like a duck or a bird, has a tail like a beaver, and it's also venomous? Oh, yes, I'm sure that's a totally real, legitimate animal. It's clearly something you have mocked up, you charlatan.
Damn, it'd take hours to punch with that shield.
We don't have that kind of time.
I like the platypus. I remember in, like... It's funny, I remember in, like, I want to say either, like, late grade school or early high school, I did a report. You had to pick an animal to do a report on for something, and I did the platypus because it was fucking cool. I thought it was a really weird animal. And it's a weird animal, and they're venomous. They're one of the few venomous mammals that exist too. The platypus is like you know what they are? They're like a really weird multi-class in like an RPG. There's someone who's like They picked the main line. Their main class was mammal, but then they took some like multi-classed and took some upgrades from like the reptile tree, or you know, or the reptile and or amphibian tree.
Shepard Commander, do you need assistance?
We'll get through. What's your status?
Take level 1, wear everywhere. A little bit of poison, a little bit of egg laying.
Keep it up. We'll get to the blast shield controls.
I'm sorry, I should be really focusing on this important Mass Effect mission that's significant to the lore instead of talking about fucking platypuses.
Never thought I'd...
Geralt to all ships. We've got Geth frigates inbound on the civilian fleet. Khan is here. Civilian defenders are on intercept course. We'll hold them, Geralt.
So I've heard that this level, in terms of outcome, if you didn't import a save, or if you used like a default save or something like that, the outcome of this level is like a nightmare scenario. Like it's impossible to get the good end, and that it always ends up just being miserable for everyone. Yes, it absolutely is. Oh boy. That's not the case here. This is a full trilogy save, so we will avoid that nightmare. I've never played 2 or 3 without a save. Either because it would have either been a playthrough of the whole series, or I would have just like had the save on hand for one of my older playthroughs. So I've never seen the disaster of the game like default save or whatever the fuck. It requires a specific progress from all 3 games. Jesus.
Why are there tables down here?
This is the original facility where the Geth were created. We have bypassed security, but disabling the blast shield requires manual input. We have enabled a console near your position. Shepard Commander, you have successfully opened the blast shield doors.
Good. We'll be back out in a minute.
Negative. The path behind you has been sealed. A nearby elevator can take you to the upper level. From there, you should have an acceptable line of sight for targeting.
Oh. Oh fuck, I thought there was like a way to go here. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Ah! Angry Geth modem noises.
We have sent you the nav point with a new targeting location.
Give Tally the Geth info in 1. Oh boy, I don't remember if I did that. Call them both out in 2 after Legion's mission and get them both here loyal. Ah. I remember for that particular one of calling them both out, I had to edit the save to give myself more Renegade points in ME2. I know. There's fucking 3 of them in here? Jesus. All right.
Shepard Commander, We detect no more Geth in your immediate area. Reinforcements are minutes away. No, the old machines have not registered us as a threat. We recommend haste. The Creator fleet will be...
Edie, the blast shield is open.
Normandy's weapon systems are ready to sync to your target. I recommend you withdraw to a safe distance.
No time!
Danger close.
Just give me a target, Commander.
Target locked.
Brah.
Ah, hell.
Ah, hell. That was a kind of a weird line read, I'm gonna be honest.
We have located transportation.
Copy that. Everybody get to the ship. Move!
Oh, shucks. Oh, golly gee, says Shepard.
I was hoping your fleet might lend a hand. No!
Good one, Garrus, good one. Nice. Buzz.
We will attempt evasive maneuvers.
Attempt? I don't remember this.
Shepard to fleet. It's not a Reaper base. It's a live Reaper. I need an orbital strike.
Admiral Geralt here. We've got them on the run. Just hold tight. Our ships are in position, Shepard.
Clear! Fire at will!
Machine noises.
The firing chamber. Looks like a weak point when it's priming.
Damn it. The jamming towers have us targeting manually. We can't make a precision shot.
We may escape before it recovers.
No! Pull over!
We may escape before it recovers, and Shepard's like, no, I want to kill a Reaper. It needs to die.
Stay under Reaper control and the Quarians are dead. This ends now.
Oh god, I hurt my throat doing that.
Into the Normandy's weapon system. I want the targeting laser synced up to the whole damn fleet.
Understood.
Do you need assistance?
Just stay down, Legion. I'll take it from here.
Oh.
Shepard Commander. Good luck.
Acknowledged. Shepard to fleet. I'll pave the weak spot. Link up with the Normandy and be ready to fire.
So I'm probably gonna die because I remember this is one of those things where if you fuck it up, you get melted easily, like instantly, and so it's easy to die here.
Destroyer is in range. Missiles are ready for launch.
Direct hit. Keep it up, Commander.
Guess I got its attention.
Just give me a target, Commander.
Shepard Commander, you must keep moving. This area lacks sufficient cover to fully protect you.
Just keep giving us a target.
Updating targeting sequencing.
Shepard, any damage?
Negative. The target's only vulnerable when it's shooting.
Then let's keep it shooting.
Oh, okay. Okay, don't make me do it again. Come on, rule of 3. Oh, fuck's sake. Slow mo.
All ships, open fire!
Big, crazy action set piece, as was the style at the time. Brr. I don't know why that made me laugh.
Who I am?
But it made me, it was funny.
You resist, but you will fail. The cycle must continue.
What are you talking about? We stopped Sovereign and the Geth. We stopped Harbinger and the Collectors.
Evil
We
eye
earned a
spin.
stray
What's up?
answer.
Sup?
We might surprise you.
You represent chaos. We represent order. Every organic civilization must be harvested in order to bring order to the chaos. It is inevitable. Without our intervention, organics are doomed. We are your salvation.
What?
You're killing everyone in the galaxy to save us?
The cycle must continue. There is no alternative.
Organics and synthetics don't have to destroy each other.
The battle for Rannoch disproves your assertion. Finish your war. We will be waiting.
We did it. We killed a Reaper. Keela.
Tally, we've done that before.
No longer being directed by the old machines. We are free.
Tally, you were there when we shot Sovereign. I specifically brought you in, remember? Saren shot himself in the head, and then the fleet destroyed Sovereign, remember? You were there.
What are you suggesting?
Our upgrades. With the old machine dead, we could upload them to all Geth without sacrificing their independence.
You want to upload the Reaper code? That would make the Geth as smart as when the Reaper was controlling them.
Yes, but with free will, each Geth unit would be a true intelligence. We would be alive, and we could help you.
Our fleet is already attacking. Uploading the code would destroy us. Shepard, you can't choose the Geth over my people.
Do you remember the question that caused the creators to attack us, Talizora? Does this unit have a soul?
Wait, have I fucked up? Am I screwed here? Did I forget to do something 80 hours ago? Or do I choose upload the code? Because that's, I think, what I'm supposed... What? Right? I don't know. Upload it?
Upload the code to the Geth. Tally, call off the fleet if you can.
Because this is what I remember doing, like 80 years ago when this game came out.
10%.
This is Admiral Talizora. All units, break off your attack.
Belay that order. Continue the attack.
Belay that order. Oh, I'm Admiral Geralt.
I beg you, do not do this. Please.
We regret the deaths of the creators, but we see no alternative. 40%.
Warn the fleet? Is that... they're the same, right? You mentioned that they're the same. This isn't gonna, like, fuck me up regardless of which one I do. So... warn the fleet.
Ah, hell. Legion, keep going.
Shepard?
Everyone listen up. This is Shepard. If you don't want to be blown out of the sky in about half a minute, stand down now.
This is Admiral Talizora. Shepard speaks with my authority.
And mine as well. Negative. We can win this war now. Keep firing.
60%.
The Geth are about to return to full strength. If you keep attacking, they'll wipe you out. A few years ago, I saved you from the Geth at the Citadel. Just recently, I helped you take out that dreadnought.
80%.
But I'm through saving you. If you keep attacking, I will stand and watch while the Geth lay you to waste. It's your call. Kila Salai.
All units, hold fire.
Shepard's fucking smile there.
Error. Copying code is insufficient. Direct personality dissemination required. Shepard Commander, I must go to them. I'm sorry. It's the only way.
Bye.
Legion, the answer to your question was yes.
I know, Tali. But thank you. Kila Salai.
And Legion finally died of cringe. Tragic. Hate to see it.
Commander.
Admiral Ron, I heard your ship made a crash landing. Glad you got out in one piece.
Wait, that happened?
I was listening over the radio. If Hangirl hadn't stopped...
He did.
We have taken heavy losses. I don't know if we can. Where are we supposed to go?
Beep boop.
You are welcome to return to Rannoch, Admiral Ron, with us.
Legion?
No, I'm sorry, Commander. Legion sacrificed itself to give us all intelligence. It will be honored.
Good.
And we will honor Legion's promise. The Geth fleet will help you retake Earth, and our engineers will assist in
I love how he
building the
plods
crucible.
over awkwardly. Couldn't they have sent a smaller one to talk? One that's not as intimidating as a Prime?
The southern continent had excellent farmland, as I recall.
Are you gonna be okay?
I believe so, Commander. Thank you.
Shopping for another house?
Beachfront property.
Claim it fast. It's a buyer's market.
Like how there's this that one Reaper is just there in the back, sparking. Brr, I'm still alive. I'm slowly dying,
Okay?
brr.
I know working with the Geth will be difficult.
I'm not staying. I'm coming with you.
I thought your people needed you.
What do I know about negotiating with AIs?
You and Edie seem to get along.
My people need me out there. Sooner or later, the Reapers will come for Rannoch.
We did just kill one of them.
So I'm coming with you to stop them. If you think I can help.
Is this? Sorry, I'm listening to the music. Is this the menu music from ME1? Oh, that's so good choice. That sounds what it sounds like. I'm not 100% sure.
When this is all
Oh, okay,
over,
it is. Wow.
When I know my
I love
world is
that
safe,
menu music from ME1. It's so
I
good.
can come home.
Or variation. Yeah, it sounds similar. It's close. If it's not the same thing, it's close.
Beautiful, though, isn't it?
Such a calming track.
Yeah, it is.
It'll be years before we can.
I gotta
live
be
without our
honest,
suits
Tally.
completely.
Your planet looks
But
like
right
shit.
now-
Earth is so much nicer, by the way.
Right now, I have this.
Earth is so much better.
Commander Shepard, I understand you've helped resolve the situation with the Geth.
Yes, Counselor. 2, in fact.
I've read the reports. You ended a war 3 centuries in the making.
Had a lot of help.
We have isolated pockets of remaining Geth. As best we can tell, they are Geth bodies loaded with Reaper code. But they are just a tiny fragment of the full Geth fleet. You've done the impossible, Commander. And I may be able to provide help with my
Oh,
own.
is this...
I've received information from my government. It's too sensitive to discuss over an unsecured channel.
What if I come to the Citadel?
Yes, that would be best.
Please don't make me go to the Citadel.
For you in Counselor Udina's
The
office.
Citadel is crash land. It's bug land.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available.
Admiral Hackett's available on VCon. Alright.
Commander, something on your mind?
No, actually. I thought we would have had something to say.
Hack it out.
Okay, never mind. This is Thessia. That's the planet. I was like... Deliver most of the Galaxy of War assets to the final conflict as the achievement I just got. Geth. Geth-Quarian. Geth Fleet. Geth Prime Platoon. Civilian fleet, heavy fleet, patrol fleet. I still like how the Alliance is still the bulk of this by, like, a good amount. The Alliance is almost delivering twice the amount of any other one, like, of the Quarians in terms of war weight. Again, to be fair, the N7 Special Ops team, which I think is supposed to be the multiplayer characters, is really giving me a lot. Like, that's a lot of... Who's slacking? The biggest slackers are the Solarians, which makes sense considering that I didn't do the Genophage. And then ex-Cerberus, which fair. Just a bunch of like random peeps from Cerberus. Woo! So are we in like, we're in like the last like third of the game, right? Probably outside of like DLC shit. And considering that it is absolutely borked, the only DLC we're not going to be able to do, unless I find some sort of fix offline, Omega DLC is not happening. The Citadel DLC is. Because it's funny.
Can't be.
Thessia is then the point of no return.
I guess that's
okay.
right.
Hey, Tally. How's it going?
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you. I just got communication from the fleet. Sorry. From
So
Rannoch.
I'm pretty sure the Cerberus
In the old
base is
days,
the
I'd
point of
send
no
any
return, right?
technology I found back to the fleet. I should probably be doing that with the agriculture samples now. I don't know anything about raising crops.
How are your people doing?
It's crazy.
Yes,
The Geth
okay.
are helping, setting up housing, adapting power systems. They are doing in weeks what would have taken us years. Geth are even uploading into the suits of Quarian volunteers. They're rewriting environmental functions, jump-starting our immune systems.
That doesn't seem possible.
The Geth are software, not hardware. They can transfer themselves from a normal body into anything with enough processing.
No. What doesn't sound
They're
possible...
mimicking infections,
Oh, that's
so
what
the
I meant to
host
say.
can
Is
adapt
how are they making your
like
immune
making a
system
vaccine.
stronger? They're infecting you with
So
computer
the Quarians
viruses.
won't have to wear those suits anymore.
When you do Thessia, take Liara and Javik. Ooh, that's a good one. I was going to take Liara, obviously.
Geth improvements,
But Javik's, that could be fun.
we might still
Or
wear
funny,
them.
even.
The suits have become part of our society, but a rupture won't be a death sentence. Today, on Rannoch, there are Quarian children who will grow up healthy and strong, thanks to the Geth.
They owe that to you.
No, I'd have killed the Geth with no regrets, and I'd have been wrong. Thank you.
Alright, cool. Whew. God, Alright, that wasn't... Got that done surprisingly quick. I felt like... in my head, that last mission was like significantly longer for some reason. It was just, that was like, but nah, it's just weird time. I remember the dodging the Reaper laser. That's like what I specifically remember about that. There's Legion. Legion's name is now on the board as well. Man, a lot of people are dying. We've lost 3 so far this game. Oh, there she is. There, Commander Williams is drunk. Did I not notice her this whole time because she was just in a ball on the floor? Oh my god.
Williams? Oh. What have we here?
Ma'am, I'm off duty. Your voice, ma'am, not so loud. Please, thank you.
Why are you curled up on the floor?
Am I? Oh, my head. So heavy. Can't move.
Ah. Enjoy your evening?
I'll be back to work in 30. Maybe 40. I swear. Just give me 45 minutes. Shh. Shh.
I want you fit for duty in 20 minutes, Lieutenant.
Aye, aye, Captain. Commander. Something.
As you were, Williams.
Cold floor.
The Alliance's finest. She's a Spectre, you know. Also, how do you be off duty in the middle of like super war? This is the largest war in all of human existence. This is like the most existential, this is the most existential threat that humanity has ever faced. And she's drunk. So, okay, question. Every single, for the most part, NPC from like every game
Have we found
comes back in some way at the end of this game, or in this game some way. Did the chef from Mass Effect 2 just not make the cut?
From planet Garvug. They're technically still wanted by the Council for hiding Prothean technology. As well, Sonax's part in instigating an illegal war on Garvug.
I'm sure the Council will forgive that for helping with the Crucible. Extend those scientists amnesty and an invitation.
Right away.
Power damage. All these bonuses I've just completely forgotten about till now. Power damage bonus. I'll take power damage. Power cooldown bonus. Power damage bonus. Power damage, please. Gardner never came back. He cooks for Cerberus husks now.
There is new information
There is a new message at your private terminal. Wait. These like Shadow Broker bonuses are like really weird, because it's like they can stack up, but like, man, are they very easy to forget. I'm gonna go down to the lower. I'm gonna get some of the weapon
Your shuttle
upgrades.
being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth system's only...
Oh my god, I don't care. These are two characters. I'm glad the two characters I don't care about are at the bottom of the ship.
Our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't operate in mid-range frequencies. Sure, maybe we've been shot at, but we haven't been shot down.
Never mind.
Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
Well, yeah. There's
God,
that.
shut up. I don't care about you two. Thessia or Leviathan? Oh my god, already? Can I do Leviathan after Thessia? Or does it make sense? Like... Yeah, you can do it then. Okay, I'll do... I like to save Leviathan for last, and then do the Citadel afterwards, because that's funny. I like the whiplash of going from, like, Leviathan, like, extreme, kind of, like, a lot of creepiness, kind of, like, deep, heavy plot reveals, like, lore reveals, and then you go, ha ha ha, funny, funny party on the Citadel, ha ha ha. I knock. I'm gonna sprint the whole street. Yeah, Citadel's gonna get like its own thing. That's gonna be, because that's a pretty long DLC, and there's a lot of like little character bits that you can do, and so that will probably take a couple hours on its own. Fuel reactors. Oh, this is another N7 mission, I think. We'll crunch that out quick. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do this mission. I'm going to spend a couple minutes looking to see if there's an easy fix for the Citadel deal, or for not the Citadel, for the Omega DLC. And if not, then I'm going to maybe do at least, like, I might play a couple games of the multiplayer, just because, why not? It's part of the game.
We'll get to the bottom of this, Admiral.
Good, hack it out.
Good, hack it out. Why are we holding our guns like this?
Waiting for you.
Oh, fuck yeah, it is a multi... I recognize this level. I fucking hated this level.
Toxic radiation cutting access to most of the grid. Survival in hotspots.
We need a radiation workaround, soldier. Captain Riley? Commander, it's an honor.
Commander, Captain Riley has me scanning the facility. It's a dual reactor system, so you'll have to break up into 2 teams.
Great.
Roger that.
The fuel rods for both reactors need to be unlocked before we can initiate a restart. Your route is blocked. Captain Riley's man is working to clear the obstacles.
Understood, Lieutenant.
Got it, Captain.
Good work, Coslow. I'll take it from
Coslow?
here. Ready your team to hit Reactor 2, Captain.
What the fuck? Oh. Do.
Team 2 moving out, Commander.
Good luck, Captain.
There were 100 Turians.
Fuck, what? Okay.
Directional guidance error.
I have a visual on the fuel rod
Okay.
control, but radiation is blocking access.
This looks like ventilation control.
Should do the trick.
Radiation clearing. Console now accessible.
Let's unlock those fuel rods.
Did they Did they make these missions for multiplayer and then have to write single-player missions around them to get like a double dip of the content? Or like they made these levels and so they had to do, like they decided, okay, well we could use them for multiplayer maps, but then we can also repurpose them for single-player. What's going on? Oh, Reapers, apparently. Yeah, it's been a while since we fought these guys. Fight nothing but Geth and Cerberus.
Riley, status.
One casualty, but we're clear here.
Warning. Coolant leaks detected. Reactors 1 and 2. System restart is impossible.
I can see it. You'll both have to seal all the moderator tanks.
I see the reactor 2 tanks moving to seal.
Tank 1 is sealed and stable.
Patching seems to be working. Only one more to go here.
Come on.
Tank 2 is sealed and stable.
Commander, the core is stabilized. Reactivation could go ahead.
Initiating restart.
Commander, Captain, I'm reading a lot of movement. Headed your way.
Incoming!
Round 2, here we go!
They're coming in from above!
Sorry, not much commentary on this. This is as most as generic as a level can get. This is a multiplayer match with 5 lines of dialogue. Oh no, Riley! I'm sending help.
Hold tight. One of my people is coming.
Bye, Tally. Now send Garrus.
Garrus, I'm counting on you.
On my way.
Oh, good. Yep, Tally's dead. She saves all of her people and then immediately dies the next mission.
You're clear for the moment, Commander. Can't raise Captain Riley.
What about Garrus?
Nothing, Commander. No one's answering my hails. But I'm tracking some movement toward the pickup point. Finalize the restart, then we can rendezvous there.
Will do.
How important could it be for us to have a single reactor in, like, unless this thing's like the biggest reactor ever?
Commander, you saved our asses. My team is in
Oh
your debt.
no, I saved Captain Riley. Good. What? Who? Who are you?
Well done. Report back to the shuttle.
What is this mission? Did someone want their OC in this game so badly that they did it? They just put it in?
Good work down there, Shepard. Without that depot, the entire theater would be at risk.
Really?
What are the odds the Reapers will be back?
I'm allocating a task force to maintain and defend the facility. If the Reapers come back, we'll be
Oh,
ready.
that's how you play it in multiplayer. It's because you're doing it.
I'm
glad I...
I'll keep you posted on new developments. Hack it out.
Hack it out. Surprised you don't get like a war asset. Random team. Random team that you saved. This is the main fuel depot in the sector. Right. Uh-huh. Of course, that's the, yeah, it's the main fuel depot. I believe you when you say that, but it's just like, uh-huh. Have you ever noticed how this looks like the Alliance A, this area? It looks like the A Alliance symbol. Like if you see, look, it's like that kind of. Okay, well, I'm gonna try some of the multiplayer for a little bit, if we can get a game. Actually, no, wait. First, quick little search for seeing if I can fix the Oh god. No, don't read the AI. Don't read the Google AI thing. It's gonna blend together 16 different things. How to fix Mega's DLC. Try to make it when they're freezing Alex. No, okay, so apparently, I don't know if I'd want to do this on stream because it could be finicky and break, but there could be a way to edit the file, to edit a save file, to essentially start, like, force the DLC to run, and hopefully, like, have the original, like, to force it so that it's like, here is the start to the DLC, here is Hangar 43 or whatever, Dock 43, wherever you have to go. Alright, well, I guess I don't want to do that online, or, well, live, because that might be broken. So what I'm going to do is we're going to see if we can snag a multiplayer game or two, and, yeah. So here we are in the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, which is surprisingly still online. As you see here, I have Gethy, my Geth Juggernaut. For anyone who hasn't seen this, because this isn't in the Legendary Edition at all, this was just cut completely. It is a 4-player PvE survival, sort of round-based survival, and there are a bunch of different classes that you can unlock. So you've got, whoop, cancel. You've got all 6 of your Mass Effect classes, as you can see here, and there's a bunch of different character, like, archetypes that you can play under each class. They have different powers, different abilities, etc. They all start off pretty basic, as in, like, human with, like, for example, or let's say soldier. Human with gun. Human with gun, Krogan with gun, Turian with gun, Battlefield 3 promotional man with gun, and then stuff like Batarians, Vorcha, stuff like the N7 Destroyer, the Turian Havoc, the Geth Trooper, the Quarian Marksman, the Geth Juggernaut. So as the DLC got like this, or multiplayer got DLC, and they added crazy like classes as the game went on, as the multiplayer went on. So like, you know, stuff like, oh, N7, they added all these N7 classes, and then you could play as a Volus, and then you could play as like a Turian Saboteur and all this shit, and the adepts got like pretty crazy. You have this one, I don't remember what the fuck they're called. You have the N7 Fury, another Volus, a Krogan Shaman, a Batarian Slasher, a Collector, an Awakened Collector, and like a bunch of other stuff. Now, the thing is that I suck at this multiplayer, so I don't know how to play it correctly. Like, I'm not good with the class weapon combinations, so I have looked up a little bit to help me, like some builds. So let's go back to my Geth Juggernaut here. And that's the other thing. So this was a way, like, as was the style at the time, and unfortunately still is, this DLC was lousy with microtransactions back in the day. I mean, fucking atrocious, like, microtransactions. So the way you get weapons and characters and other sort of boosts is which is the one I'm supposed to use here? Power sticks. I think it's just cyclonic modulator then, right? So the way that you... Okay, this is the one I'm thinking of. Armored components, that's it, right? So the way that you get all this stuff is through packs. So you go to the store here, and you could get packs by buying packs with currency that you get for playing the game. Or back in the day, it's no longer in this, you could get some, you could pull out your wallet and you could pay money to get fucking BioWare points to then buy these packs. So for example, let's see, let's open up a premium Spectre pack. So you do this, and then you open it up, and you've got a bunch of shit. And that's how that would work. So what I did is that instead of actually... I have everything unlocked and most of the things fully upgraded. And the way I did that is you can, with a little bit of editing to some INI files, I think, or I don't remember actually now. I think that's what it was. But you can make it so that the console can come up, and then you can type in, I think it's either give or get. Is it give multiplayer credits? Okay, that wasn't it. There's a code. There's a console command, and so you can just enter in give multiplayer credits, and so I just gave myself like 15 million credits, and then I just purchased everything. So yeah, I'm going to try to see if we can find a game here with my Geth Juggernaut. Easiest way to do this nowadays is just a quick match, and see if you can get it. We'll see. It might take a second. It can be quick, and it can not be quick. There are times where I've had games that like, bam, and times where I've had to wait a couple minutes, so... But yeah, this was actually a shit ton of fun back in the day. This was a load of fun to play with friends, and it was really cool. So they also added they added new characters, they added new locations, they added new weapons, they added new enemy types. I want to say that at the beginning there was only I want to say that this was only Reapers and Cerberus when it started, but then they eventually added the Geth as a full enemy class, and then also added the Collectors as an enemy you can fight. I don't know why, but I was positive this got shut down years ago. So was I. Oh, fuck. Sometimes it doesn't work, and sometimes I've also had to restart the game. It's not great. Like, again, this is like held together seemingly by duct tape. You can see enemies: Cerberus, Geth, Reaper, Collector, which is kind of cool. If this doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. I'm sorry. If this doesn't happen, then nobody on the YouTube recording of this is gonna see this, because I'm gonna cut the last 5 minutes out and just end it. Just want to play some Mass Effect multiplayer. Okay, here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the game. That can sometimes help. Actually, no, maybe maybe we go back into multiplayer. So maybe just like a refresh of the multiplayer. Quick match, please. Any enemy, anywhere, anyone, please. What? Fuck. Come on. I played this like 2 days ago. I got two. I'm gonna be honest. I got 2 games at fucking 2 a.m. on like Saturday. And now I can't. Spawning in credits didn't ban you. No, it did not. It did not. Because that's all local. That's not like, it's not hitting up a server for anything like that. So there's no way that it would even know. I'm guessing it doesn't like do like a check based on like credits you had and credits you didn't, like you just magically got, right? So I've cheated in 1 billion credits, given myself every weapon in the multiplayer, and then played multiplayer games. Yeah. Oh, ooh. My iced coffee's been sitting too long. It's mostly water now. It's not very pleasant. Oh. Oh, and then the game crashed. Why do you hate me so much? Oh. Okay, so this game has required a lot of fixing and also a lot of off-screen testing. A lot of off-screen testing. And I've played this game for maybe like 2 to 3 hours off-stream, doing like testing as well as like doing other, like the boring collectible stuff, like finding all the collectibles in the galaxy. I did that all off-stream. No issues. Flawless. Game perfect. Nothing. I hit the fucking go live button on OBS. Train wreck. Come on, I just want to play a Geth Juggernaut. Oh, and it takes my equipment away. All this. Gotta put the fucking things back on. Oh. See. We're in. We're fingers crossed, we're in. I just hope that this isn't on like a super high difficulty. Oh, gold. Okay, so it's not super difficult, but I probably will die because I'm not very good at this. So the Geth Juggernaut, as I mentioned earlier, you can't run, you cannot get into cover, and you cannot climb ladders. so I just have to realize I gotta. There is microphone in this. Push to talk. Force chat. How about what is push to talk so I don't accidentally push it? Oh God, what is push to talk? Tab. Don't hit tab or B. No voice. That's better. So one of the things that the Geth Juggernaut is fun as shit to play because you're just like this hulking death machine. The thing is that you're slow and everyone kills everything before you even get to that side of the map. So that's fun. So you do have some abilities. You've got the classic Geth web shield or like tech shield thing. You've got the Siege Pulse, which is like the energy beams that the Geth can shoot, that the Primes can shoot. So because I am so slow and bad, I will most likely have the lowest score at the end of this match. So the whole thing is that it's 10 waves against the enemies on a map, and there are... You have no idea how annoying my cat has been tonight in this stream because you can't hear it, but she has been like playing in the background and meowing for like the last like 2.5 hours. And also what she's been doing is she's now just like hacking up a hairball, I think, or trying to. So it's real good noise, real good noise. Please no, don't eat me. It's interesting that they brought the collectors back for this multiplayer. It was one of like the last DLCs for this multiplayer was adding the collectors as an enemy, which is pretty cool because like they had to like, I guess they had to port that all over from ME2, right? Make sure they worked properly. Oh boy. Downtown. No, stop. My shields are down. Dying. No. You have to mash the space bar to not die as fast, as was the style at the time. Oh god, those fucking scions. This multiplayer, I feel... I never understood. There are people who have done all of these multiplayer levels on the highest difficulty solo. They've soloed the highest difficulty with every class. And I don't know how, because I can't even do, like, the lowest difficulty by myself without getting completely fucked. Regardless of which class I am. One thing about this multiplayer is the field of view is a little tight. Unfortunately, the fix I have for the single-player field of view does not work in multiplayer. I don't know why. So if you're wondering why most of the screen is Geth, giant Geth juggernaut, it's worse on other classes. Sacred Potato playing as a Krogan Shaman, because it's Claris. Yes, I believe he is one of the Krogan classes. So one thing I like about playing the Geth Juggernaut is it's simple, is that you pick a big machine gun, and then you hold down the trigger until whatever you're shooting at dies. Oh, fuck. There's a scion right there. There's so many Praetorians. There's a difficulty level above this too, by the way. There's bronze, gold, bronze, silver, gold, and then platinum. This is gold. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Oh, fuck. I'm going to use one of my equipment things that gives me full ammo. I'm about to die. Oh. So yeah, if you fail those objectives that you get on the screen, you do lose. You fail. I don't remember if it restarts you at the wave or if it's just like game over, but you actually have to do the objectives. They're not like bonuses. You have to do them. God, I wish I could aim. Oh, the Krogan guy left. Although I'm pretty sure this is technically, I think, a peer-to-peer multiplayer. So there could also just be the case of someone dropping because their connection isn't very good. To, you know, whoever this is. This person could be living in Siberia right now using like dial-up hosting, and so fucking Seeker Swarms suck. They fuck up one of your abilities so you can't use it. The Geth Juggernaut also has a third ability, which I don't have any points in because I don't really think it's useful, which is like throw one of those little like drones that the ones in the single player can do as well. Ow. Oh, great. So enemies in this game and this multiplayer are very, very spongy in my opinion. And sometimes I've played some of these games with people who have obviously been playing this game since 2012. And they like go up to these enemies that have 87 billion health and instantly kill them with like 1 or 2 combos, like 1 or 2 hits or like guns. And then I go, wait, what? How did you do that? And then I try to play the class that they were playing and I just die repeatedly. So skill issue, definitely. I don't even know what hit me there. Oh, maybe the Praetorian. Oh, fuck. You know what? Fuck you. These are like instant kill missiles that you get a limited amount of. And I'm using them because fuck that. Oh, and also, because the Geth Juggernaut is so big and is like a weird character model, it is immune to the instant kills that some of the enemies can do. I know, like, for example, the what's it called? The Banshee, the Reaper Banshee, can instantly kill you if it gets close enough to grab you, if you're one of, like, the regular character models, but for the Geth Juggernaut, they just don't have an animation for you, so that you're immune to those kind of attacks. Dawn is breaking. I'm off for today. Good night, Cyber. Thank you for hanging out. I'm surprised you're usually not around as this late, so I appreciate it. Have a good sleep. Or day, depending. I don't know. Ugh. Oh. What weight is it? 9. Okay. 2 more.
Got it. Contact.
I like how there's like this gun has space shell casings flying out the side of it because it looks cool. Done with my exams, so I'm way too relaxed for my own good. Don't get sloppy. Ammo.
Enemy forces have stolen a classified device. Locate the object and bring it back.
So, what you don't want to do is be the Geth and pick the slow-ass Geth Juggernaut and pick up the objectives. It's a bad idea. Oh, fuck this. Oh. I think we lost. Oh, no we didn't. Right. So as you can see, this can get pretty fucking insane. the amount of these tough-ass enemies they send after you. I need ammo. I only got a magazine left. Alright, so now the final wave is technically just like a holdout and to extract, and they just throw a bunch of shit at you to try to kill you. Please. I gotta hit spacebar to not die. I'm dead. I was executed. I'm dead. Suck, was that execute light tap to the ribs? Yes. The robo ribs were broken. So now this guy has the dipsy doodle dodge for 5 seconds. Oh, the other guy's up. Yay, I died. And that was a game of Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. As you can see, I'm not very good at it. And it can be ridiculously challenging because they just throw 80 billion high-tier enemies. You know the things that the single player only throws like 2 of at you at most? They'll send like 7. We get a 4+ to galactic readiness. And I came in last place by a fucking good margin in terms of points. So yeah, that was cool. Woo, yeah, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. So, that was a neat little distraction. I just kind of wanted to show that off because it is part of the game. I think that will be probably the end of it today. I will try, again, I will continue to see if I can fix this game and get the Omega DLC ready for next stream. And then next stream, we'll do Omega, if it works, and then Thessia, and then Leviathan, and then it will probably be maybe 1 or 2 more streams after that of Mass Effect 3. So yeah, we're coming close to the end. It seems like this game was going to take forever, but I'm much further to the end than I thought I was. Much closer to the end, excuse me. I'm not as far from the end as I thought. So yeah, that will be fun. Almost done. This trilogy. Gonna come to the really, really good ending soon. Yes.